As we celebrate and get ready for the holiday of Rosh Hashana, we open up our Chumash and we look for the words Rosh Hashana in the Chumash. Ironically, we will not find those words. We'll find words about Pesach and Shavuos, and Yom Kippur and Sukkot, but Rosh Hashanah, nothing to be found. The only reference we see is the following words, Yom Zikron Trua, the day of remembering Trua. Trua, of course, is one of the sounds that we hear when we blow the shofar. But where's the words Rosh Hashanah? Also, if you go outside the night of Rosh Hashanah, you look for a moon. You're not going to find a moon. Unlike the other holidays, which appear in the middle of the month where you see a full moon, there seems to be an interesting theme here. No moon, no pasuk. The day's sort of hidden. What is going on with Rosh Hashanah? If you remember at the anniversary of the creation of man, which is really what Rosh Hashanah is all about, the creation of man. Adam was created. He was given one mitzvah not to do, which is to eat from the tree, Eitz Hadas Tov V'Ra. And of course he fell. He did. In the next scene, he and his wife are in the garden, and suddenly they hear the whispers of Hashem walking through the garden. And what do? They hide. This is an epidemic, the epidemic of hiding from authority, hiding from our Creator, that has haunted man, because the voices that become more pronounced are our own voices, the Yetzer Hara, the voices of our own desires and our passions. It's a very interesting halacha that brings this point to life. There's a ganav and a gazlan, a thief and a robber. A ganav steals only at nighttime because he fears his master. He fears his master more than he fears Hashem. A gazlan has no fear, neither of Hashem or his master, so he'll steal in the middle of the day, he'll steal in the middle of the night. Who gets a more severe punishment? The ganav gets a much more severe punishment than the gazlan, because the ganav puts the fear of man over the fear of Hashem. Hashem doesn't like that. Hashem wants us to recognize that He is in charge. He is the king. He is our creator. Rosh Hashanah is the celebration of this process of coming back home. And the sound of the shofar is like that whistle. It's a homecoming, to come back home, not just to Hashem, but to yourself, to that pure, true neshama that you want to be, that we want to be. We don't want to be filled with sin and conflict and dishonesty. We don't want to be filled with that. It doesn't feel good. We're not one with ourselves. It's a cleansing process. Rosh Hashanah begins that cleansing process. Remember, we don't say Hallel in Rosh Hashanah. The book of life is open and the book of death is open. And our lives are hanging in the balance. And we begin this process over the next 10 days leading up to Yom Kippur, where we do tshuva, where we come back home. Shuva la Hashem, we return back home. And that begins the process of asking for forgiveness, not just from Hashem, asking for forgiveness to our neighbor, our family member, getting honest with ourselves, and building a relationship, not just with Hashem, with the community, with our friends, our family, and feeling back connected to our true self. That's the holiday of Rosh Hashanah. That's why it can be sweet, because when we're doing the right thing, it feels good, it tastes good. Honesty, purity, these are the ideas that help us get through the holiday and help us get through a new year. My bracha to everybody is that we should no longer hide, but we should only seek ourselves, our true selves, seek Hashem, to be honest with ourselves. And with that, we should be all inscribed in the book of life. Good Shabbos.